Okay, so we are in the basement right now, and the goal for today is to have just these shelves have books on them, because these two next to the TV, I want to put all of our board games and stuff. I'm watching Friends, and like DVDs here, because we have a huge collection and they're just in storage bins right now, so I'd love to have them out and readily available for if we want to play at any point. And then the same with the DVDs, because they're just in storage right now. I think what's going to be easiest is if I just move the books from this shelf, this shelf, this shelf, the ones that are like super empty, and move them that way. Because I think I want to have like childhood books here and like kind of go down with the age, if that makes sense. But honestly, I am such like a mood person that if it makes sense in my head, it's gonna go where it needs to go for it to make sense for me. But it's mostly gonna be by genre, and then we'll see.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty. A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but a rich man's world.
Alright, and now we're moving into the adult fantasy and then adult contemporary, all of that. I'm feeling pretty good about this, guys. Look at that. So apparently I have way less adult fantasy than I thought I did, because like half the books on the adult fantasy shelf, I was looking at them, they're YA fantasy. So I think I'm gonna have a just fantasy shelf. So up here we have fairy tale retellings. And then that's all my adult fantasy.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world.
So as you can see, fantasy is not my favorite genre, so I'm gonna start moving some of my series from over there onto the rest of these shelves. So here's what the fantasy bookshelf looks like now. I have room to grow if I want to. The bottom is just like my Grishaverse books, and then was it The Peculiars by Ransom Riggs, because I had nowhere else to put them, and I consider them more fantasy than like dystopian. My dystopian series I think are going to go somewhere else. But then we're moving on to the adult historical fiction, and then I'm liking what I'm doing with like the adult and then young adult underneath, so I'm going to move my YA historical fiction books underneath these, and then we'll go from there. So here's the adult historical fiction. I only have a couple YAs, but then I went ahead and moved all of my royal diaries onto the shelf. If I need to, I'll push them over to the side, but right now I love how they're looking centered and like the gold spines, perfect. And then these two shelves right now, they're like my adult contemporary, adult romance books. I think I'm gonna move my Marvel shelf here and then my dystopian series shelf here, so I can have like all my contemporaries and romances on these.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that...
Okay, so here we're gonna have all my adult romances, and then I don't have that many? Question mark. So I'm leaving my YA contemporary books here right now, but I am going to go through them at some point and pick out the YA romance books specifically, so we can do like adult romance, YA romance, you know the drill. And then these books right here, those are all my LGBTQ plus books, so I want to have a dedicated shelf for that, and maybe possibly be able to display all my Casey McQuiston books, because I have a lot of those and I love them very much, and I would like to display them because I have multiple of red, white, and royal blue, and that would be really cool. But who knows, I have a feeling that this shelf is still going to be books, but this is going to be empty, so I'm thinking classics and poetry is going to go over here. So I kind of have completed the goal of having at least one of these open for all of my board games and stuff. I'm watching Castle. So yeah.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but
Okay, so here's what the shelf looks like now. It's really bothering me that not all of my Christina Lauren books are together, but there are some Christina Lauren books I don't have yet, so there's going to be more down here. And then this little break goes into YA romance. And then I think I'm going to do my YA contemporaries, fill out the rest of the shelf, and go up here. And then do my LGBTQ shelves, because I really want to have that in a nice spot and not kind of in the dark. And then my adult contemporary that's being left, that is my mom's Andre Norton books. She has like every single one that was ever published. And then I have no idea what I'm doing with Warriors yet. It probably is going to stay where it is. Guys, I love it so much. So, okay, up here I have my Casey McQuiston and Alice Oseman books because I love both of their books so much and I feel like they have kind of similar writing styles. So we have my 2 copies of One Last Stop, the hardcover special edition with the extra chapter and then the regular paperback. I'll go more in depth with these, but oh my god, I love it so much. My 4 copies of Red, White, and Royal Blue. This one is in Swedish. And then some of my Alice Oseman books. I'm missing a lot of her standalones, which I am working on getting. I know these covers, the US covers, I really love. And then down here, we just have the other LGBTQ plus books that I own in alphabetical order. And now the last books I have to put on are my adult contemporary books. And then I'm gonna have to fix up the shelf on the right to the TV with the classics and poetry. And then we should be good. I should have had more faith in myself. I could have gotten this done in a day. I am getting it done in a day.
a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land.
So I ended up moving all of my Warriors books up one shelf because it's low down there. It's dark. And I know I have room to grow with these. They never stop making Warriors books. Like, they're still in publication, still making more. So, and this one, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 and 6 at least. And if they did another spin-off series after that, I'm gonna want those. So, yeah. So now moving back on to that. Alright guys, we are all done. I have one shelf fully empty that I'm going to put my board games and DVDs on. And then here we have classics, poetry, fairy tales, non-fiction, like early reading, and then middle grade. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, and I have an empty shelf down there. Definitely stay tuned for an updated bookshelf tour. I'll be filming that soon, now that it's all organized and everything. If you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also follow me on all of my other social media, which is going to be linked in the description box. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, night, or day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!